Hi everybody, welcome back to Question Time with Sips. Here we are in a nice studio. Look at this. Hi Shin. Shin's here.
Hey, how's it going?
We're trying something new for Question Time with Sips. We built a studio. We're being filmed by Benjamin Disco, which is a bit daunting actually. He's just staring at me. On the far side of the Shin's just having a good old look around. We got the screen behind us as well. Look at the screen, Shin. Look, I don't know what's going to be on here. It's only a green screen now, but hopefully we're going to put some.
Can we watch Top Gear on Dave?
Wait. No, we can't. We could watch the A Team though, if you want to watch.
Oh
the
yeah. Can we watch
fantastic.
Airwolf?
Yes, we can watch Airwolf. Hopefully on the screen behind you, you'll see maybe some fan art, maybe the names of people who are asking the questions and stuff. But we wanted to make sort of like a talk show sort of thing, or like a stage Q&A with our Minecraft guys. Look, we got our spacesuits on. Shin's got his goatee. It's
hello.
Fairly dapper. We're punching the air.
High five
to
the air.
We're high fives in the air and jumping and breaking our necks. So Shin, let's move on with the questions. I've got a whole bunch of questions, and we'll try to get through them. My God, my Tumblr question, my mailbox on Tumblr is nuts now, Shin. I've got like over 2,000 questions, which I'm never going to get through, but I'm going to try. Wow. I'm going to try my hardest to get through them all, Shin. Maybe we can do them all in this one episode. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah. A question a second. Go.
Okay. Well, we failed already. Sorry.
You blew it. You blew it, Sips. You blew it.
We blew it hard. We blew it long and hard. Okay. First question. This question is from somebody named nina-serena, and he or she asks, have you ever farted very loudly during the time when you recorded the gameplay of yours with a million smiling faces? Shin?
Well,
Shin, you can answer this. You're a farting guy. You're always farting in some shape.
I do, yeah. Form. Well, I have fartitis, which is like a chronic condition. Okay. But because farting's an embarrassing thing, I try and tactically fart. So I time it with loud noises in public. Oh yeah. So like machine
nuclear
gun fire.
Explosions.
Yeah, nukes,
buildings collapsing.
Car crashes. Umbrellas opening. Those kinds of things. Yeah.
A man spilling coffee on a woman's face by accident and her screaming.
Yes.
Shit, that would mask a fart.
Yeah, when that happens, I'm there guffing in the corner.
You're just there, seizing the opportunity, just taking that chance, letting a couple of farts off.
In fact, man, if you look at famous pictures of key events throughout history, the assassination of that guy in Poland that led to World War I or II or whatever it was. I was there in the corner. You can see me in the black and whites, just guffing the gunshot.
Just farting.
Yeah, I was there
just
at the Fire of London.
Waiting for that.
Just letting rip.
You knew it was all coming.
Night. Oh yeah, I was prepared. That was me. That was the methane kind of apocalypse.
It's almost like a crazy form of train spotting or something. You go seek out like the best opportunities to fart, like when loud noises occur.
Yeah.
You gather a whole bunch of intelligence and info on potential loud noises that will occur, so that you can go to those spots and do some farting. Yeah. I mean, you'd want to fart outside, but like. You can't really fart in elevators. I don't think there's any real way of farting in an elevator and getting away with it. It's too confined. There's not enough environment around to blame it on. Like you can't just blame the buttons or like the dinging sound it makes when you get to a new floor, because that doesn't sound anything like a fart. You'd have to like hotwire the bell or something and make it sound a bit fartish. But I don't know if you'd want to do that. It seems like a lot of effort just to.
You can always blame it on the people that are in the elevator with you, though. That's the thing, isn't it? Like you're in an elevator and there's like 5 people, and you're just there thinking, they'll never suspect me, and you just go, and you're like, oh my God, that was disgusting. Who did that? And everyone's like, well, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And then you're like, yeah, or was it? And you're sitting back there, and you just lay back, and you're like,
and then the pressure mounts, and then you have to press the emergency button, pry open the doors with your bare hands, and just jump out of the elevator despite the fact that you're between floors 52 and 53.
Yeah.
Maybe you could just fart and a bit of propulsion will prevent you from just, nose diving into the concrete at the
Yeah.
bottom of the shaft.
Well, isn't that how Powdered Toast Man used to take off? If you remember him.
Yeah, he did. Oh, man. Good old Powdered Toast Man. He would actually, not even a big fart, just like a little squeaky fart, but it was enough to blast him off through the window or wherever he was decided to leave from when he took off. Man, good old Powdered Toast Man. They don't make cartoons like that anymore.
Toast Man.
So the original question was, do I fart when I record?
Yeah.
The answer is yes. Occasionally. I mean, I'm only human. I have to fart sometimes. I don't fart so loud that it's ever picked up in the recording, though. Luckily, my ass is quite far away from my microphone. So my microphone doesn't really pick up the farts, no matter how loud they are. But burping, on the other hand, is something that does get picked up by the microphone. And there's been occasions where I've accidentally burped, and I've had to edit it out. And I used to actually worry a lot about forgetting about editing out burps, so I'd have to go back through all my videos and check to make sure that I wasn't like burping or making those weird sounds when you get like indigestion and stuff. Shin, like those backed up sounds where like your whole body shakes and stuff. I don't know if you get those.
Yeah, when you spasm and convulse.
Yeah, it's like your gutty works are just like having like a spasm and like trying to bring stuff up, but like it doesn't quite come up. My God. Don't get old, people. This is what happens. Your whole body just goes into like a meltdown, and like all this weird shit starts happening. You get like a lot of hair on the back of your neck and stuff. Oh my God, it's terrible.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it's like Altered Beast, but like you're an old man. Like you don't have any hair on your head anymore, but all of a sudden you just like you have like a tremendously hairy back and chest and arms too. My God, who wants hair there on your arms and chest and back? Anyway,
Teen Wolf? Jacob.
Teen Wolf, yeah. Teen Wolf's whole identity depends on having all that hair everywhere. So I suppose, yeah, you're right. If you were Teen Wolf.
So let's roll on with the questions.
So moving on. Next question, Shin, if you're ready for this. It's not about farting, unfortunately.
I'm ready.
Or fortunately, depending on how you look at it.
I don't know, actually.
This is from a guy, I'm assuming, named Madman12308. Don't know what the numbers stand for. Maybe that was his bank balance at the time of asking the question. Maybe that's
his locker combination at school. I see you, madman. I'm coming for your locker.
We know what's in your locker, you filthy son of a bitch. Hey, we know we've been into your locker. We know that Jimmy Hoffa's body's in there. Don't worry, we won't tell anyone. As long as you send us $12,308 to Shin. Wire it to Shin's bank account in rupees. The Cayman Islands. In rupees.
Used rupees.
Used rupees, flawed rupees, please, and we're all good.
Good.
Okay, Madman12308 asks the question, Shin. Any chance of you guys organizing a community playdate type thing for War of the Roses?
Oh,
decent question.
We should do that.
We should do something like that. War of the Roses was tremendous fun. We had so much fun playing the beta. We got really excited about it. We both picked it up now that it's out. War of the Roses is part of the Mountain Blade series. Shin is nodding his head.
Wait, is it really part of the Mountain Blade series? It doesn't really have.
Well,
it's not. It's like similar style, I guess.
It is, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Mountain Blade.
Spiritual
and like I always
successor.
call it Mountain Blade. Shin gets mad at me every time I call it Mountain Blade, but it is kind of like Mountain Blade. But it's out. You can get it on Steam. It's not too expensive. It's not like a full price game. Well, it is kind of. The full price game is the digital deluxe, where you can be a Lannister. You can get Lannister armor and stuff like that.
That's Lancaster.
No,
it's set.
No, it's Lannister.
No, it's
a golden lion on a red armor, so it's Lannister. Shin.
No, it okay, fine. It's Lannister.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue this.
It is. It is. It's Lannister. So so
Seven Herald
you
ships.
you can beat Tywin Lannister in War of the Roses, as long as you're prepared to pay $29.99. That's great, great. Where the hell are you going?
I'm
He's
just
he's
taking a
just
tour of the
gone.
studio.
He's just taking a tour. Is it the minute the Robert Baratheon impressions start coming out, Shin just gets all excited. He's got to walk around and stuff.
Oh
Um,
yes, Seven Herald
but yeah,
ships.
community playdate. Well, we were playing the other day, Shin, and a couple of people didn't believe it was us, and then we had to go on Twitter and tell
Yeah.
everybody that it was us,
Well,
and then
there
they
I
started believing
was.
us.
We were
And
there
all of a
to
sudden
play
they
a
became
game.
super
Yeah.
helpful, didn't they, Shin? Remember that guy was like bandaging you and like escorting you everywhere and stuff, and then I chased you up a tower and you jumped off because you didn't want me to kill you with a sword. Good times.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then that time I shot you and I and killed you, probably with the mace.
No, I don't think that happened at all actually.
No.
But
Oh,
no,
okay.
I think you I think the server we were on had a bunch of easy bots, and that's where you were
Oh,
getting all
easy
your kills.
bots
See,
called sips.
I was
Yeah.
concentrating on killing all the players with mad skills,
I was killing the
while you
bots
were
that
just
were clipping against walls and just trying to dry hump trees. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
yeah, yeah, because that's basically all you can manage. You were just padding out your stats too because you wanted to get all the unlocks.
Stat padding.
That's
Oh, speaking of unlocks, though, I have unlocked the horse in War of the Roses, and I've got a lance as well. So next time we play Sips, I'm coming for you. I'm coming. Gonna ram. Gonna
fantastic.
stick my
But
bloody lance
but
up your ass.
please no, please get away from my desk. Go
Whoa,
back
whoa,
over
whoa,
there. Go back to
whoa.
your own desk. God damn it. Yeah, but yeah, community playdate stuff. I don't know if there'll be anything official, but maybe, before we start playing, the 64 player servers for War of the Roses, by the way, are fantastic, especially Conquest mode. Lots
They're
of fun.
very busy,
So
yeah. But I think even a
they're
64-player
busy.
server would get bombed. I think, unfortunately, if we arrange something like this, only about 1% of the people interested will be able to play with us, and that would be a shame. I'd hate to think of like a lot of people wasting their time trying to get into a server that was just jam-packed full. That'd be kind of,
It would be, yeah.
yeah.
But what Shin and I tend to do when we play War of the Roses, especially, is we join empty servers because we have a lot of fun having one-on-one combat before people start turning up.
Yeah.
So so I mean that being said, Shin, if we join a 64 player server and we're the only two people on there, and when we send out like a tweet or something saying join this server, first come, first serve, but we can all play together and we can all maul each other mercilessly in the face with swords and stuff like that. It'll be great. War of the Roses is fantastic fun, and other games too. I mean, TF2. When was the last time you played TF2, Shin?
Oh
God
God,
damn it!
yeah. I haven't played that for
I want to play some
ages.
TF2.
I do like
That's
a bit of
another game
TF2.
where we can play with the community, and it'd be a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
nothing official, but just keep watching Twitter, and when we do join games or we go through phases where we're picking up games that we used to play a lot of, like TF2. I can feel I'm funny with TF2. Like I don't play it for like a year, and then I'll go through a phase for like 2 months where I just play it all the time, and then I don't play again for a year. And I've got one coming up pretty soon. It's usually over Christmas. I
Hmm.
tend to play a lot of TF2 for some reason. So, um,
What's your
but
favorite
yeah,
class?
just
Sips. What's your
what's my favorite class in
Yeah.
TF2?
Yeah.
I like the engineer. I love the engineer actually.
Oh
I
yeah.
just like sitting around. I don't like doing much in game, Shin. I don't
So
know
you
if
just
you've
put up
noticed that.
turrets and go AFK. Wow. Wow.
Pretty much,
Wow.
yeah. I just upgrade my turrets. I try to convince a heavy and a medic to like sort of hang around and protect it all, and then I just go make a sandwich or have a
That's terrible,
shower.
right? A good engineer is like always behind his turret or supporting
Yeah.
his team with a shotgun and teleporters and
Well, yeah, that's fine
oh
if you're a good engineer, Shin, but
these
I'm
eyes
not a good
judging you,
engineer.
Sips. These eyes are judging you.
Oh my God, why do you keep pacing around my desk like this?
It
There's so
I'm
much
just
extra
excited. I
pressure
love
that
this
I don't
studio.
need.
It's so awesome. I just can't
It's a
help but,
nice studio, Shin.
Yeah.
Shin obviously built this because I can't build stuff like this, and he's done a great job. It looks really good. All right, let's move on, Shin. Let's move on to the next question.
Okay.
This one is from Robert T 230. So the T-230 version of Robert Baratheon,
Hello, Rob.
obviously they dug up his remains, made him into a cyborg, much like RoboCop. And he's back in charge. He's the king again. He
Uh,
stomped on Joffrey with his cybernetic
Initiating
legs.
ass-kicking protocol.
Yeah, and he's reclaimed the throne, and everybody's shit scared now because he's pretty angry. He can't drink. He can't get drunk anymore because he's mostly a
Oh
cyborg.
yeah, he's got a
So
robotic
so
liver, so he just instantly
he's especially
breaks down all that
angry.
alcohol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So Robert T-230 asks, I guess this is pointed at me because you didn't used to live in Canada, Shin. Did
No,
you used to
no.
live in the UK and move to Canada again? I get asked this a lot, Shin. A lot of people are confused. A lot of people think that I'm American. A lot of people think that I still live in Canada. A lot of people think that I lived in the UK around the time where Lewis phoned me in the middle of the night and woke me up. And then I moved back. But no, I've lived in the UK the whole time. I've lived in the UK for 10 years now, about 10 years.
Yeah. Wow.
And I probably live here forever. I don't have any plans to go back. So I'm gonna stay in the UK. And Shin, maybe you can move to Canada. Would you be up for that?
I don't know. I
I could
mean,
like phone my parents. They
it's
could pick you up
cold.
for a bit.
It's a cold place, isn't
You
it?
like
Old
go
Canadian.
find your feet. And if you're not used to like the climate and stuff, it
I'd
might
need
be
some
a bit.
tennis rackets to stick to my trainers, obviously, so I can get through the snow. I'd need some huskies to
Yeah,
pull my automobile, because that's what you drive, isn't it? You drive those sleds around.
we
That's
drive
the thing, isn't it?
huskies. Yeah, we just
You
sit
drive,
on the back of a
you
husky
drive
and drive them.
dogs. Oh man.
Just slam a steering wheel right into the back of his neck, and then
Yeah,
we just start driving.
don't try that
That's
at
the
home, by the
Canadian
way.
way.
Don't. That's not how you drive a dog.
No, it's not. Um, so no, you don't want to move to Canada then, Shin. It
No,
does get quite cold. On the East Coast, it gets cold. The West Coast, not too bad, unless you're like in like the skiing areas. But even then, that's like up in the mountains. It's like nobody lives up in the mountains unless you're like Zeus. Zeus lives up a mountain, but
He
I
lives in
don't
the
think he lives
clouds.
up a Canadian mountain.
He lives up in Mount Olympus, doesn't he? That's like in Staffordshire, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. I had a conversation similar to this today, actually. We were talking about Southampton and Northampton, but
Oh,
nobody seemed to know where actual Hampton was. So, like,
I
Northampton
think
and Southampton are just
Hampton's in
north
the
and south of
middle.
nothing.
No, it's in the middle,
No,
isn't
it's
it?
not.
What?
It isn't. I looked.
No, wait.
Unless I'm, like, totally blind, Shin.
The
There's a Hampton in
Hamptons.
London.
They're in.
Maybe
That's
that's
in America, Sips. Hamptons are in America.
the Hamptons?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where George Costanza's parents, no, not his parents, his boss had a house out in the Hamptons, remember?
Mm.
Like on every episode of Seinfeld when they had to leave the city, they always went to the Hamptons. You remember that?
Why not? Right? Why not? Living it up.
Why not, eh? Why not? Okay, last question then, Shin. This one is from Steel Cryo. Man, woman, I have no idea. Steel Cryo could be anything. The question is, if you and Shin, this is for both of us actually, Shin.
Oh yeah.
If you and Shin were alone on a desert island, which one of you would survive longest? What do you think, Shin?
Oh, this is what's on the desert island, because desert islands can sometimes have like trees and stuff. If you're very resourceful, you can live for a very long
Or
time.
maybe a hatch?
Oh,
It could be like a hatch on there, and
yeah.
a comic book about polar bears, a Walt. I mean, it depends what's on the desert island, obviously. If there's nothing on there, it could be just a volleyball.
Yeah.
Remember that movie with Bill Murray?
Volleyball
The
called
volleyball?
Wilson.
Yeah,
With Bill Murray and
yeah,
and
Bill Murray
the
and
police.
Candice Bergman and the police. Yeah, the soundtrack by the police.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we were alone on a desert island, which would survive the longest? I don't know. Shin, would you like go into like a homicidal rage like after a couple of hours? Like
You
how
know
would
what?
you feel about being?
I think we'd live equally long, because through the power of friendship, we'd survive on a desert island. We'd get sticks. We'd build a fire, a hut. We'd catch boar and bananas and eat them and roast them. And, we just, live out the rest of our lives on this desert island to the end of our days. Just, two old hermits on a desert island,
Yeah.
Obviously, in that case...
Drinking our own pee.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'd survive long because there's no fresh water on a desert island. Because normally they're just surrounded by the sea. So this argument always comes up too. I mean, this argument is it's like a cornerstone of Ventrilo for us because nobody can ever win it. And basically, everybody talks about how long you could survive drinking your own pee, and everybody starts to get mad because everybody thinks that like you can't survive very long from drinking your own pee. I don't know. I mean, I've never drank my own pee. I don't know how long I would survive off of it. I wouldn't want to drink my own pee. I'd probably just jump off a cliff before I got to the point where I was forced to drink my own pee.
Really?
But
what
man,
if you drank pee and it let you survive for one more day, and then you were saved? Like a plane spotted you in a pee stinking stupor and picked you up.
Yeah.
And you're like, man,
but
this guy's got pee dribbling down the front of his shirt. What the hell has he done?
I know, but it would follow you around everywhere forever, Shin. You'd always have that.
You'd always whispers. Have that. You'd walk into Costa and you'd say, I'll have a large mochaccino, please. And they'll say, would you like a little bit of pee in that? You that guy?
Yeah. Everybody would know about it because you'd be in the news, obviously, because if you survived, you made it back to civilization. Everybody would know you as the pee drinking survivor.
Yeah.
And then what the hell would you do? You'd probably get a couple of movie deals and stuff, but man, you always just have that hanging over you. The fact that you just drank a bit of pee. Or maybe a lot of pee. I mean, what if it was like a really big pee and you set a standard for yourself and you said, I have to drink all of the pee no matter how big this next pee is. And it just turned out to be like an absolute waterfall of pee and you drank the whole thing.
In fact, you started drinking and it was so long that the stuff you drunk while you were peeing came out again as pee. It
started coming out again. And then you're just like in this endless catch-22. Yeah, just peeing forever and you can't break the cycle.
If they made a movie of you surviving a desert island by drinking pee, who would play you, do you think?
I would like to think maybe, I don't know, Bette Midler.
Yeah?
Or, yeah, I think Bette Midler. Yeah, Bette Midler.
Bette Midler, okay, yeah, sure.
I think Ted Midler would be fantastic to play me, actually, in a story where I was stranded on a desert island. Who would you play, though? Because don't forget, we're both stranded on this desert island.
Oh, I think probably Keanu Reeves. I get told I look a lot like Keanu Reeves.
Man, you look exactly like him. It's insane.
Yeah.
It is actually uncanny.
Yeah.
If Keanu Reeves wore video game T-shirts like exclusively all the time, man, you guys would just be like, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference whatsoever.
Sometimes I wear nothing at all.
Well, and that's your prerogative. So anyway, I think that's it, Shin. I think that's enough questions for this episode. So we will say goodbye. Look, I'm waving from behind my desk.
I'm gonna get up close and personal with the camera.
I'm gonna get up close and personal too. I'm gonna get up close and personal before you two. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you for the next session. Here you go, Shin. You can get up close and personal.
I need the FaceTime. Bye.
Bye.